or just a thing to make us feel better?
Lemonade!
I'd like to know what's happening to the lemonade machine in the basement.
There's a lemonade machine down there?
Yeah. For now. And I'd like to know why it's being removed.
Hey, we were just wondering if it's going to be replaced or repaired. You know, any information you have, we would really appreciate it.
Well, what with Principal Brennigan's sponsorship deal?
A sponsorship?
Turbo Blast donated the gym and the scoreboard, and we have to get rid of any competing drink machines.
Supply is the quantity of a good that sellers and consumers are able to produce at different prices. On a supply graph, there are going to be less people willing to supply a good at a lower price, but as prices increase, there are going to be more people who are willing to supply that good because they'll be making more money for the good they supply. So in the movie, we're going to look at the supply of the Turbo Blast drinks and machines that produce the drinks. As we already talked about, the demand for Turbo Blast sports drinks shifted to the right, causing the price of the drink to increase. So if you take a look at the supply graph of a Turbo Blast machine, an increase in price is just a shift along the graph upwards. So the equilibrium will now be shifted to the right, but with on the curve. So there's going to be more people willing and able to supply the lemonade. And that is why, as the movie progresses, there are more Turbo Blast sports machines added to the school. Learning from what happened with the old lemonade machine, the school then invests in the Turbo Blast sports drink machines. The school does a lot of advertising for the machines. They have commercials and they put up banners all over the school to promote its drink. So when the Turbo Blast sports drinks are incorporated into the school, the demand for them shifts to the right, because there is a change in consumer tastes and preferences, and also a change in the number of consumers because of all the advertising. A lot of students want to go and buy those sports drinks. So as a result of demand shifting to the right, the price goes up and also the quantity goes up. Demand is the quantity of people who are willing and able to purchase a good or service at a particular price. Demand can be shifted by 5 things. It can be shifted through a change in taste and preferences, through the number of consumers, by the prices of related goods, by how much income a consumer has, or future expectations. In the movie, there is a lemonade stand or a lemonade machine in the basement of the school, and the demand for that lemonade from the machine shifts to the left because of its location in the school. Not a lot of students have access to it. So there's a change in number of consumers when it is moved to the basement, and that is why the school ends up getting rid of it, is because demand shifts to the left, and overall, the quantity is lowered and the price is lowered. Next, we look at the elasticity of the Turbo Blast sports drinks. Elasticity of demand is a measurement of a consumer's responsiveness to a change in price. So let's say, hypothetically, the Turbo Blast drink company changed the prices of their drinks. Since the Turbo Blast drinks has few substitutes, since the company has a monopoly in the school, and is a necessity for those who need to replenish their brain cells immediately during lunchtime, and it is also a small portion of the income, these consumers would be insensitive to this price change. Therefore, if the price were to increase, the quantity demanded would only fall a tiny bit. This can be shown through the equation percent change in quantity over percent change in price, and typically, inelastically demanded products yield a coefficient less than 1.
Tell you, Jenny, that you put the same value on the arts as you do sports. You cut the music budget to 0. You moved my classroom down to the basement, and for what? Some gymnasium?
Whoa, this is not some gymnasium. Sports bring donors, donors bring money, and money makes my school run.
Unemployment is a phenomenon that occurs when a person who is actively searching for employment is unable to find work. Unemployment is often used as a measure of the health of the economy. The most frequently measure of unemployment is the unemployment rate, which is the number of unemployed people divided by the number of people in the labor force. In this movie, due to the complete lack of funding in the music department, there is a good chance of unemployment of the musical teachers, since there wasn't enough money to pay for them. Although in the end there was an investment spender who helped keep the program alive, without the influx of money there would have been unemployment throughout the musical program. This movie shows the use of structural unemployment, which is the result of skills mismatches. Since the school music teacher specializes in music as her skill, it would be hard for her to find a job since this school, the only well-rounded jobs run with the athletics program. This movie also represents frictional unemployment, which is where firms, or in this case the school, search for the best available worker job matches, which again would be sports coaches or trainers, not musical specialized teachers. The Phillips curve shows the trade-off between unemployment and inflation. In Lemonade Mouth, the Phillips curve is going to shift right because the unemployment is going to increase since people from the musical program would be unemployed, which means aggregate supply is falling, causing stagflation, which is a persistent high inflation combined with high unemployment and a stagnant demand in a country's economy.
Investment spending is the interjection of money into the circular flow of income. One of the main reasons that companies invest is to advertise and put forward their products. Investment may be undertaken to purchase new machinery or equipment in order to increase productive capacity. In this movie, the principal of the school signs a deal with a popular sports drink called Turbo Blast. Turbo Blast gives the school money for a new scoreboard and a new gymnasium in exchange for advertisement and a monopoly on the drinks that may be sold in the school. This monopoly causes some trouble for the main characters, who use a different beverage as their spokesbottle, called Mel's Organic Lemonade. Mel's machine will be removed because of the threat to Turbo Blast.
Oh, I almost forgot, Dad. You're never gonna believe what we're playing next week. I just hope our new guitar player can keep up.